Good evening and a warm welcome to Expert SCM session on APICS certification exam. Today's question is how much time is required to complete APICS certification exam? Some people are in a hurry to do in 2 or 3 months, but whereas other people they think it's very complicated. Should we need 1 year or 2 years preparation time? So that's what we are going to deliberate in this session. Let me attach a power screen. So once again, warm welcome to Expert SCM. The question is, can I pass APICS certification in 3 months? As you know, there are three certification available. CPIM, earlier it was two version. Now it is in one single version in the latest version number 8. And CSCP and CLTD. Those are the main three certifications. Core is something different. Maybe in India, people do not take that as only certification. Maybe they can take after taking any of the other three certification and then take this as a final certification. Most popular, of course, is CSCP. CPIM is more preferred if you are new to the supply chain and you want to learn more about supply chain, then it may be required. Okay, the preparation time once again depends upon what is your basic education. Are you from supply chain domain? Of course, in India, we do not have such a basic supply chain education, even at postgraduate level, though some of the universities say they provide supply chain and logistic education. You cannot directly compare them with the APIC standard. So, on the other hand, if you go to Western University, specifically in US, Canada, or Europe, there is a supply chain formal education at graduate level and specialization at post graduation level. So you have to be clear on this. You cannot say I have got some local certification here and there. That is not valid. It doesn't cover end-to-end supply chain management program as per APICS. Also, second important thing is experience level. How long you have been working in specifically supply chain domain. Okay, there also, if you say I have total 10 years experience, but 9 years I was working in sales development, but 1 year in supply chain, so you have to account only 1 year as a relevant experience, because these exams not only theoretical aspect, it is going to check the application aspect. Okay, both you should have a basic domain knowledge and application area in a practical working situation. But as such, you do not have any basic requirement. As long as you are a graduate, you can take up any of the exam, and this graduateship can be in any domain. It can be commerce, science, or engineering. Anything is fine, but prefer that you have some basic education and experience level if you are planning for a short time to complete this program. And second thing is current knowledge level. Okay, how do you say that you know everything in supply chain? Because I see in some of the LinkedIn profile, the people put them as a thought leader, expert in supply chain, but what is the basis of that? Okay, maybe taking some kind of a mock test which we provide will evaluate your current knowledge. Maybe those who are calling them experts or thought leaders score much lower than the our entry level professional who are just fresh from the field. So it is not essential that if you are have a very high experience, you can immediately pass the exam. No. So for that, we can assist you in the form of mock test to evaluate your current level of knowledge. Then what kind of study material you are using? Okay, maybe a official learning system is available, Also, you can use any of the recommended books. APICS learning system is not essential for preparation. If you have that, it is fine, but there are also recommended books. My suggestion is the learning system, you should not use it in your first preparation level, okay, because they are somewhat difficult to understand, not exactly written by professional authors. It is a collation of the concept taken from various books. So they also recommend various books from which the content is taken. So my advice could be better read those books. Maybe if you want to know what are the books, you can get in touch with me so that I can guide you for the material. Don't hurry up to take this learning system, because I know you can also get them cheaper from various online sources. Then you will struggle to understand the concept, because that's the way it is written in the official learning system. Also, it depends upon whether any training you have undergone to fix a time limit to you. Possible that some of the corporate sponsor the candidate for training, which is also expensive. If you have taken such training, then the preparation time could naturally come down. When we say preparation time, it could be anywhere between 100 to 300 hours. Okay, 100 to 300 hours is very wide, because if you have undergone training and you have sufficient knowledge and experience, then at least 100 hours preparation is required. In any case, it's not a cakewalk. You cannot assume I know everything and going to take the exam. Okay, and also the training you have to, it also depends upon who is the trainer who is going to take this training, is very important, because I have seen many of these trainers are from non-academic curriculums. They don't know how to express things, so it becomes very difficult for the candidates to understand even when they undergo training. So better you can have a review of such a trainer, not exactly the institute alone. The trainer who is going to take program, check their Google review and the rating, and that would be better. Once again, as per APICS requirement, the training and learning system is not mandatory. You can always say I can self prepare and do the exam, but in any case, if you are trying to pass in first attempt and in a shorter period, this thing is required, especially training is required. Also, apart from this, you need someone to mentor you, maybe during the training or when you're studying any material. There may a lot of clarification, because possibly these are not clearly explained in the learning system. So somebody is required to clarify any doubts and also guidance, and check whether you are ready for the exam or no. The reason is exam is very expensive. It could be as high as near to $1,500, and second attempt is not free unless you have taken the entire bundle. So you have to be very careful. You check wherever you are taking training whether the trainer is willing to provide mentorship and also guidance till you pass the exam. That is very important. And earlier CPIM was in two models, two part. In fact, 10 years back it was 5 module. Everything was compressed. In fact, the first part is basics of supply chain management, was left as it is. It's a basic understanding of supply chain, not so tough, and it was to attract the people to enter APIC certification, so it was also easy. But the other four parts was really tough. But what they made in the 5 years back, they have compressed into part two. As such, they have not reduced any syllabus, but they have put all four together in one part, because now people are interested in doing everything quickly, like test series. They have come to one day match now, T20. Maybe in the future you may see T10 also possible, like that. Now CPIM is also available as one portion, one exam, which means that there is no reduction in syllabus, but everything is compressed into one exam. As such, earlier itself, the part 2 was very difficult, but now if you are trying to take CPM all compressed together, you need a serious preparation. Okay, so here minimum 200 to 500 hours preparation time is required, whereas CSCP and CLTD is relatively easy. Okay, 3 months is should be possible if you are honest, dedicated, time committed. It should be possible. Okay, in any case, we have to diagnose. Without knowing what is your current level, you cannot just assume. It's not just like reading the book and going and writing exam. No, sorry. That's where you can see in India is the place where may people keep attempting 3 attempts, 4 attempts, 5 attempts, and also make Americans rich in the process, because either the exam or re-exam cost money. You should also check whether you are ready. Maybe if you Google up, you will get there are a lot of tests available which is recycled over 1,000 times. So maybe you may not even get to one question out of that, and you may not really able to get judgment whether you are ready or not ready. Be careful on that aspect. This is where we provide our support, especially in terms of mock test. Okay, we have three kinds of modules for each of this exam, starting from silver, which has 10 mock tests. If you go to the next level, gold, which has 17 mock tests, and final platinum with 23 mock tests. Each mock test is 150 questions. Okay, 150 questions, online exam, something similar to the final exam. When you take this mock test, you will really able to understand whether what level you are there. Okay, so this is a unique mock test which is not available anywhere in the world. In fact, APICS themselves do not have this kind of a mock test. They, even if you take learning system, they provide online end of chapter review, sometime pre-test, post-test. That's all. But there is no other way, means of judging end-to-end exam. How will be the final exam? Our tests are based on this kind of test. We also provide training, both live and recorded. Maybe live means you need to attend the live program. It can be online or offline depending upon the strength. Recorded is always available to you. And as I told you, most important thing is guidance. Mentorship is required. It is not that one time training. As you go through your learning phase, you will get lot of doubts, because you can see the process what you have been following is different compared to a fixed process. So definitely you need the guidance. And in most of the cases, I do one to one training. Even doubts or clarification, that's what is prepared. When you're in a group of 5 or 6 people, there could be a lot of distraction taking place. So we are experts in doing one to one training. Now you can ask me questions either in LinkedIn or in YouTube. Both are available there. I could see Afrin saying good afternoon. Yes, Afrin, good afternoon. Kunjan Modi has given a question. Sir, I have scored 287 in my first attempt. Can you help me? How much effort is required? One. This is a good question. If you want to know what is the mark in which 80% of the people fail, it is generally between 297 to 299. 80% of the people who fail score the range between 297 to 299, just 3 marks down. Balance 20% score any mark above 200, because this is a scale score. 200 means zero. So here Anything if you score below 297, you are not ready for the exam. You have to prepare everything. You have to prepare all the topics. It doesn't mean that you have scored 287 so it is just 13 marks less. No, every module, if you score one question wrong, then you will get some odd kind of a score. Maybe you have to google up what is the scaling score, and then you will understand. If required, you can get connected with me, Mr. Kunjan Modi. If you need, we can also discuss. We can provide a free mock test to understand. But for you, you need full preparation time. For this score is not anything you can say I have done a good work or done after preparation work. You can get in touch with me. Any others who need any doubts or clarification, you can type in the LinkedIn or YouTube chat so that I'll be in a position to comment. In any case, before attempting the exam, be careful. You have to check yourself. Are you ready for taking the exam? Because there are also possibility that you can schedule, reschedule. All that is possible. This is where our mock test is able to help you. Yes, are you ready or not ready? That's going to help you. Any other question, you can type in LinkedIn comments. My WhatsApp number is available in my LinkedIn profile. Hope if you are watching in LinkedIn profile, you will see my WhatsApp number. If you want to talk to me, you can ping me, fix up a time and talk. Other general question you can always type in the any of the comments so that I can come back to you. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye.